The dawn of a nation, South Sudan's independence, July 9th, 2011. A date etched in the annals of history. A day the world watched as a new nation was born, forged in the crucible of a long and arduous struggle. This is the story of South Sudan's independence journey through decades of resilience, sacrifice, and the unyielding dream of freedom. For so long, it was all we knew: war. The ground beneath our feet, soaked with tears and blood. We prayed for peace, for a day our children would not inherit our struggles. We remembered our ancient lands, our vibrant cultures, a time before the lines on maps divided us, before our voices were silenced. The roots of this conflict run deep, back to colonial times, when British-Egyptian rule administered northern and southern Sudan as distinct entities. After Sudan's independence in 1956, promises of autonomy for the South were largely unfulfilled, leading to decades of marginalization and two devastating civil wars. Millions perished, and millions more were displaced. My parents told me stories of the First War, and I lived through the Second. We hid in the bush, always moving, always hungry. But even in the darkest times, the dream of a free South Sudan, a place to call our own, never died. It was whispered in the villages, sung in our traditional songs, carried in the hearts of our fighters. The Comprehensive Peace Agreement, signed in 2005, was a landmark achievement. It brought an end to the Second Civil War, the longest-running conflict in Africa, and crucially, it paved the way for a referendum, a chance for the people of Southern Sudan to decide their own destiny. The referendum, January 2011. I remember standing in line for hours, my heart pounding. The sun was hot, but nobody complained. We knew what we were voting for. We were voting for our children's future, for the right to exist as a people. The results were overwhelming. Nearly 99% of South Sudanese voted to secede from Sudan. The world witnessed an extraordinary expression of self-determination. The air crackled with anticipation as the official Independence Day approached. Juba was electric. People poured in from every corner of our land. Flags, our new flag, were everywhere. We painted our faces, we danced in the streets. Years of pain were being washed away by a tidal wave of joy and hope. And then, the moment arrived. At midnight on July 9th, 2011, the flag of the Republic of South Sudan was raised. A new national anthem filled the air. Dignitaries from across the globe watched as the world's newest nation was welcomed into the international community. Tears streamed down my face. Not tears of sorrow, but tears of a profound, overwhelming joy. We were free. We were finally South Sudan. The road ahead would not be easy. Nation building is a monumental task, fraught with challenges, from establishing infrastructure and institutions to fostering reconciliation and addressing internal conflicts. The optimism of independence has since been tested by further hardship. We know the journey is far from over. There are still many mountains to climb. But that day, July 9th, it gave us a foundation.